3, 2, 1.
And welcome back to the Thursdays Are the Best Days podcast, episode 246, fun number. Hers not around, or else I would have asked.
Do be like that.
But we got Bruno.
That's me.
How's it going?
Good. It's going good.
I didn't see many updates on the week, so you must have not had a garage door you fought with.
Nope, no garage door fighting. It's been a slow week.
Mine does have a coil, by the way, or like a spring.
Up above the door?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I did check that.
That's like the norm now, at least.
The death spring, as I like to call it.
No, that one's not the bad one. The other one's the bad one.
Is the other one? I thought this one was the bad
Yeah, because they shoot across the room when they break.
Oh.
That's the problem. Like when mine
Yeah.
broke. Oh no, they're still dangerous. They're still death springs. But the other ones are the bad ones. Like when mine broke, because I had a spring break, it just breaks and stays there. But my grandmother had one break, and the fucking thing goes shooting across the room and into a wall when it breaks.
Damn.
Most people put like a safety cable through them so that when they break, they don't go flying.
Do they break commonly?
I mean, eventually, yeah, they do.
What was it? It was the Matt's Off-Road Recovery. It's
Yeah.
a different type of spring, but they were doing suspension springs, and I think he was like, "Yeah, this whole fucking car is gonna break before this spring breaks, because these things just don't break." They're like,
Yeah, they don't really break. No, not. It takes a lot, at least.
it's like these things just if you're breaking one, you're doing if you're breaking one, a lot of other shit's broken.
Well, like garage door springs, when a garage door is closed, that spring is under like a torsion to try and lift the garage door.
T- testicular torsion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, they're called torsion springs, so you know. But like
Okay.
the whole time that a garage door is closed, that spring is sprung, trying to pull up the whole time.
Bro, mine's free floating. It can come up all at once. It doesn't. It stays down.
Sure, it's a weight balance thing.
For all I'm
But
saying,
the difference
fucker
between
just-
having and not having that spring is a whole fucking lot, let me tell you.
is it?
Oh yeah. Garage doors are heavy.
Are they?
Yeah.
They're made of like aluminum. I don't know. I really don't know. Like I didn't like properly balanced. What does that mean? 125.
Balanced as in with the spring.
Okay. Can't be that heavy, can they? Are they steel? I
Yeah.
guess they're probably steel.
Yeah. It's probably like galvanized steel. Or painted steel, I guess.
Double car. See, I have one.
It's like,
single-
okay, they're saying 150 pounds. I would have thought it would have been more than that.
Gotcha. Maybe that's, I don't know.
Like mine are insulated too, so that might mean something.
I mean, probably that's a whole like layer of stuff.
All I know is, and this was a 10-foot by 10-foot door, I guess, so maybe that's part of it too. But when I was putting up my garage door openers in the shed, so that thing goes, those garage door openers go on that torsion bar and hold it still.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried to lift one of those garage doors, because
Yes.
theoretically you could just lift it and there would be no spring. Spring wouldn't spring. So I could just lift it. That thing was heavy. I couldn't budge that thing.
Heavy.
Those garage door openers also have a lock on them. There's a pin that comes and blocks the wheels.
Bro, you're just telling me how you the fanciest fucking garage door.
Yeah.
These garage doors aren't apparently your typical garage doors.
Well, the thing is, if they didn't have that lock, there
Are
would
they
be nothing.
bulletproof?
No. There would be nothing. They are like commercial garage doors, though.
Oh, I'm just like, it sounds like you got like purge style, like super,
But
like,
like, if they didn't have that lock, anyone from the outside could just come up to the garage door and lift it up. There'd be nothing stopping you except for the weight of the garage door. So that's why they do it.
whatever.
But there's a lock.
Got
Gotta
no
lock
handle.
them.
They're gonna have to like jack it up if they're gonna spend that
Yeah,
much
I
time.
mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
Who's no, wait, no, this is not. Who's making it down your driveway? Who's fucking making it down your driveway with the turrets activating?
I don't know.
Da, 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 da. I imagine your driveway being the path down to lighthouse, just like landmines everywhere, like some dude in a lighthouse just like popping shots at you. Like
You got
that's how
bird
I
eyes
imagine.
sitting on the rock.
I never want to drive down your. I'm like gonna park at the end and just start like waving a flag as I come down. Like start shooting a flare, being like, "Oh, he'll see
Yeah,
me. He'll
give me
know."
the green flare.
Nah, like top 10 most dangerous places in the world. On unmarked vehicle down Bruno's driveway. You know, but did a lot of
How's your
did
trip?
a lot of driving this weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I had the wine and chocolate. I had some good wine, good chocolate. Had some bad wine, bad chocolate.
really.
Yeah, we ended. So it was 15 wineries plus some that we did bonus, but we went
Mm-hmm.
around and
Was this an
some.
event that you like paid for
Yes,
the
yes,
thing and then just went to these places?
yes. And once you
Okay,
paid, you got
that's
like
cool.
you got the event thing, which was a dessert of some sort, and then a pairing for that dessert.
Sure.
Then you got 3 additional tastings, depending on like a list. So it wasn't like their full list, but it was typically a good chunk.
That's good. That sounds
It's
like a
also late in the
neat
year,
thing.
is in the like because like they're at the end of their growing or like end of like the season, like
Yeah.
so the new stuff is being produced now, but it's not ready. So that means like the reserves are running low.
Yeah, you're filtering the dregs at the bottom and just working with what they got now.
So they had some good desserts. A lot of brownie based ones, but one was a cherry brownie that they also used the cherry wine in. That was really good. And then they
That
paired
sounds
it with the
interesting.
cherry wine, and that was very good. Then they had like there was some one. It was the one you and me drove separately just to stop at to buy shit. They had like a
Yeah.
chocolate chili, and that
Yeah.
paired really well with like a red wine. That was really good. But then the last place we went to was Garbage. They
The
like
last
mixed like
one.
yeah, it was rough. They like mixed. They fucking like they originally there was four different ones. One was the first one I didn't drink because it was mead and coffee. Madeline was like that's kind of gross. Then it was like basically YooHoo. It was like chocolate water mixed with like a strawberry wine, and that was just gross. Then they did one with a cherry, and that was gross. It was just bad. It was just like chocolate water mixed with wine.
That sounds terrible.
Oh, it was horribly. And that was the dessert too. Was like the chocolate. It was bad. There was one earlier that day that was like it was like pumpernickel bread with like pulled bison in the middle. I don't know.
Fuck.
I don't know. It was fucking weird. However, it was the first day we did it. We had this espresso cookie that was really good, and
Yeah.
that was prepared with the wine. That was good. So there's some good ones. There's some bad ones. Um,
Yeah, I'm sure.
got to go to some ones we never went to. Got to go to some ones we like because we already been there and liked them. The uh, the one you and me did while we were waiting for everyone because you sped and like got us there like 2 hours early.
Bro,
Um,
we were on time. If it okay, if We didn't take that stupid detour on that one road that was tar and chipped, we would have got there like 20 minutes early.
But my
And I
GPS
was
had
not going crazy.
my GPS had no intention of taking me that way. I was like trying to
I don't
figure
know what
out
the
why we
fuck
like
happened.
I don't know why we pulled off or like where we pulled off, but I'm like looking. I think I saw the road at one point. I'm like, I think I remember like shooting through that road, being like, where the fuck did we decide? But
Oh no, we did. We actually did get there early because we made a stop at Wendy's and still made it on time.
yeah,
I forgot about that.
yeah. Um, but I go to a place there and I like there was two like the bars set up for like theirs was theirs was it was pretzel bite wrapped in bacon covered in chocolate.
Pretzel bite wrapped in bacon covered in chocolate.
It would have been good had it been like fresh, but it wasn't fresh.
Okay,
Like,
I could see that.
yeah. Um, but it was that same dude that did ours, and he's like, I think I recognize you. I'm like, I was here a couple months ago. He's like, yeah, I recognize the face. I'm like, that's cool.
Neat.
Yeah. Kept running into like not the same couples, but like the same groups of people we kept running to into all weekend. It was like the pit people all over
Sure,
again.
because
Yeah.
well, I mean, you're doing an event kind of thing, so it kind of makes sense more.
Yeah. There was a dude that had like long curly hair. I think Madeline was about ready to leave me for.
Oh,
Yeah, he was just like, dude had like luscious locks of like this long curly hair. He was rocking it. But I told you this. So I was like, I had it planned out. I'm like, we have 15 to do. We're gonna be here all 3 days. So we're gonna do six the first day because they're really close to each other. We'll do uh 6 is 12. No, I guess we had 5 the second day, but they were very spread out, so it was gonna be like the
okay.
biggest amount of driving.
Yeah,
And I'm like, well, we're gonna finish at Three Brothers, so I'll do the full like experience there, and that'll eat up most of the day, and
yeah,
it'll make good use of the full day. Well, Saturday we made awesome time in the morning, so that we needed to do another one. We didn't need to. We decided to do another one.
sure.
So I went over to the Thirsty Owl, which is where we had dinner, or yeah, like dinner the one night
The one that
after we,
was like on that hill side that we went to
yeah, the one we
the
drove through the
picnic
military
tables.
base to get to.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So none of you guys did the tastings there except me, because I was just waiting for my food.
yeah.
So I went in and they had the big bar and like no one was there. Some old dude comes up and he's like talking to us and we're like doing a tasting. Dude just goes fucking off the rails. He's like "Oh, I see what you put there and you're going to try this instead." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Oh, this is where you fucked up. You both accidentally picked that one. So you're going to get this one and you're going to get this one."
The
And then
the
like
the guy doing the tasting, or some random dude that came and showed
no,
up
yeah, guy
too.
doing the tasting. And then he'd be
Oh,
like,
okay,
he's like, "Oh, I didn't give you the one you wanted. My bad. I'll give you that one later." Like, dude just goes fucking off the rails.
okay.
Fucking Zoots Madeline just because he keeps giving us shit. Um, but did I pay for the tasting? Questionable what we paid for there. I don't remember paying for the tasting. I know I bought bottles of wine, but I don't remember paying for the tasting. Um, but so there was a couple times. So I thought he was fucking with me. So there's this thing of ice wine, and it's like a dessert wine. They tend to be sweeter. And
Yeah,
he's like, "Aw, fucking ice wine. Uh, see that video back there playing behind you?" I'm like looking at it. I'm like, "Yeah, they're making ice wine because they're picking it and they're frozen and it's icy outside. That's how you get an ice wine." I'm like, dude says it in a way I would say it, and I'm like looking. I'm like, I
I
can't tell if
think
you're
that
joke.
dude just has buckets full of confidence in himself.
I'm like sitting here looking at. I'm like, I have zero idea whether you're telling me the truth or not, and I don't. I'm
I'm
like,
pretty sure he wasn't.
and Madeline's like sitting there. I'm like, I still don't understand if he's like telling me the truth or not. Because I'm like looking at this video and they're picking it and it's like cold, like it's like snowing. And I'm like, I don't. Sure.
Maybe he's onto something. I don't know.
I don't know, but this is like that. Apparently, they're making ice wine. So I'm saying this fact as if it's true, but it might not be true. But like for the rest of my life, I'm gonna be like convinced that like ice wine.
I'm gonna look.
Rosenwald's still in the fuck. He wasn't lying. Okay.
Holy shit, he's not lying.
No, it just seemed like really hard to like.
That sounded like a fat lie, though.
Yes. Oh, it was.
Holy shit.
I was so confused. I'm just like staring at him, like, yeah. But I
Apparently,
didn't.
it makes the grape sweeter, and that's
Yeah,
what it is.
and it's really interesting. So like the first time I went there and I did a tasting, it was just it was pretty busy. So they were just like pouring, and explaining, but not like
Okay,
talking to you.
like, can we back up a little bit and tell the story
Yeah.
of the like when we went there? First off, there's 9 of us, and we're
Yes.
now coming back from Three Brothers, trying to find somewhere to eat dinner. Okay,
Yes.
we stop at one place, and it's like, hey, it's too late for lunch and too early for dinner. We're fucking closed right now. And we're like, shit, all right. Back to the cars. And there's multiple cars because there's 9 of us. So we go find another place, drive there, and they're like, ah, shit. We got like 5 minutes until we gotta get ready for this. And they have like an event happening that day.
Yeah.
And we're like, cool. Well, can we eat? Like, if you turn me away, that's fine, but just tell me, because I got like 8 people waiting outside. And they're like, yeah, if you guys get in and order right away, we'll take you. But we can't sit you inside because that's where the event is and we got to get ready. So that we're like going outside in picnic benches.
And they wouldn't let us adjust the goddamn umbrella.
Yeah. Don't bend the umbrella. Can't do that here.
Like fuck you.
Also, they tried to put all 9 of us at a picnic bench, an octagonal picnic bench that seats 8. So there was just like one of us chilling.
Yeah. Then we split up and we were like,
And then we
we'll
split it. We're like, hey, can we split this into 2 tables and just like not deal with this? And they're like, yeah, it's fine. It worked out in the end. It was just a little weird. They were busy and they had an event happening. But apparently that sounds like not so much the case when you went. It wasn't like that
well,
crazy.
the restaurant was closed for the season. They didn't.
Oh, okay. Good point.
So it was just the winery. But yeah, when I was in there doing the tasting, it was kind of busy, like for them tasting, so I wasn't getting like a like one-on-one type experience. But this time they were obviously less busy, so I was getting more of a one-on-one. It
Sure.
was interesting. I tried this. So there was, oh, I forget what it's. I might be able to like look at the RSD Owl Wine Company. I don't know what you thought the name was, but it was not.
I just started typing, man. I'll figure it out eventually.
What was it? Um, oh yeah. So at the very like, let's just look at the top two. So there was the Riesling, and then there's the
Yeah.
Appalachian Bottom Dweller Dry Riesling.
Yeah.
Maybe I should be comparing it to just like the dry Riesling that's like 3 down.
Yeah.
So they're both dry Rieslings. So like quote unquote, they have like 15 acres of Riesling grapes they grow and turn into wine. That Appalachian Bottom Dweller Dry Riesling,
Yeah.
apparently one of the acres is super different, and it says that
A
a one
one
acre
acre
block.
block with distinct soils. Okay.
So apparently there's such little soil and a lot more like rock underneath that
Yeah. Might be like
it
rocky or sandy or something
it
different from the rest.
yeah, it gives those grapes such a distinct taste that you're making the same wine out of like the same grape, but just the soil it's getting the nutrients from to bring flavor. Tastes a
Yeah.
1000% different.
Interesting.
Yeah, so like the dry the dweller dry one, it has like a very it's like a mineral taste, and then it ends like a little bit like florally. But then like the other one is the exact opposite, where it's a very floral drink with like a little bit of a mineral aftertaste, and it's like super interesting how just like I've never had an experience where someone told me, "Here's 2 different, like this is the same, like, fruit that's grown in 2 different types of soils, and this is how different they can taste growing, like, 20 feet from each other."
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, no, it was, um, just a very, very interesting taste. Also, there was a wine I found out. I started trying it while I was up there. I never really touched it before, but it's called, like, port wine. It's like a dessert wine,
Okay.
but a port wine is fortified with, like, spirits,
Oh,
and it's part of, like, the spirit. So, like, I don't know if this place had any, but I don't see it. I thought they did, though.
I've definitely heard of that before, but never, never really tried that.
No, but it was like the ones I was trying was it was like it was fortified with brandy.
Yeah,
Um, so it had that like slight burny, like warmy burny taste. I'm like, oh, I assumed you might have liked it just because of um
maybe.
maybe that brandy note. But yeah. Also, I told the story, but I'll retell it. When I went to Three Brothers, uh, they stopped selling stuff at 3:30 because they close at 5, and it takes a while to get the whole way through. So I bought my thing at like 3:20, and
He's talking about
um
a passport,
a
which is like
passport.
4 tastings
Well,
that you got
yeah,
to go to different buildings.
yes. So
Just some context.
yeah, so and Madeline had two because we did like there instead of them just giving us three, they just gave us a free tasting pass for one of the locations. So we both got one. So she had two, and I had the passport, which was for four. So all in
Yeah.
total, we had six tastings to do.
Yep.
Um, we the woman's like skeptical that I'm gonna finish it and like trying to talk me out of it, but I'm like, fuck, hour and a half, easy. This is a lot of wine. This is a lot and beer. I didn't do any
Yeah,
beer.
one of them is beer.
I did all ciders, which they did
Sure.
had some new ciders, which were interesting.
Really?
Yes. Plus, I got that slushy one because that slushy one was to die for. It was so good. Um, estate is probably what you want. Yes.
It just didn't autofill. Made me freak out. Yeah, this place.
Yeah. I forgot to look for it, but I was looking for that. I wanted to see that. Look at that Airbnb that we saw the one
I
time. The
looked it
one that
up
was like,
once, and it's like kind of ridiculous, but it's kind of neat. Also, what the fuck is going on with my camera?
I don't
It's
know,
like
it keeps
flashing
flashing.
green.
Yeah, I was just ignoring that. Oh, is that okay? So, yeah.
What was the new cider? What is
So
Winterberry?
Winterberry, which I thought we got some of. No,
I don't
I
remember Winterberry because I
I
definitely would have got this.
we didn't buy it, but we definitely liked it. Winterberry was good. Also, I like the art.
Oh, I guess I realized I didn't. No, I would have bought this. If I saw this, I would have bought this.
It was good.
Mm.
There was
Or I feel like these are flavors that I don't remember at all.
the apple
Orange
pomade. I
pineapple?
don't remember. I don't. I know. I'm pretty sure we bought an apple pomade, but I don't remember it being there for when we did it. Bottom left one.
Yeah.
There was
And
definitely more than this.
yeah, I agree.
They might
Not
just not
sure.
have them listed, but
Yeah.
there were more. Um, so yeah, we got the cider. Blah blah blah. I did them all. Uh, we go to the shop. We start buying shit, and the woman looks at us like, "You're done already?" And it was like a very much. It wasn't like just a small comment. It was like a surprise comment. And
Yeah.
at that point, I'm pretty much in a like a woo state. And I like I when we were there with everyone Fredo, her, Damon, and I called it a war because it's a lot to drink, just like constantly. And then I kept like memeing that like, oh, I'm gonna go to war.
Yeah. The in comment, like the in joke was that we were going to war.
Because everything's like war themed there, and it's like whatever. So as I'm checking out, and she like makes the comment, "Damn, you're done already?" I'm like, "Yeah, I went to war and I won." I just was like, the minute I said it, I regretted it. But then she's like, "Yeah, you did go to war," and I'm like, "Damn." But I said it, and it was over. And then I had to drive. Then I then I had to drive all the way around the lake and all the way down. And Madeline and I are pretty happy, and we we go to the barbecue place and we just down our sandwiches.
What did you get? Because that barbecue place was good.
We both got the brisket sandwich.
Yeah, that's what I got when we were there.
I
It was
just slathered that
good.
shit with barbecue sauce, and it was delicious. First night I had a fish fry. First fish fry of the year.
Yeah? Found a
Yeah,
fish fry?
that's part of it's. I don't know. Everywhere else, but like Central Pennsylvania does fish fries all year round. Like every Friday's fish fry Friday. I don't think we got a lot of Catholics over here. Too many Germans and Italians. And Germans and Italians. Well, are Italians Catholic, or like are they their own flavor of Catholic?
I think it's a lot of Catholic. There's a lot of flavors though. It's so both.
It's just Central Penn. Maybe it's too many Dutch. The Germans aren't about the fish on a fry. They're more about their brats and their wursts.
Yeah,
They're not about giving up fish on a Friday or meat on a Friday. But other parts are just like very. Oh yeah, it's Friday. You always have a fish
I
fry, and we just
I
don't.
feel like there's a lot of Polish around here too,
I don't think the
cause
Polish.
cause they're like pierogi people.
Yeah,
So like I think that you're getting too much of that.
you're just not. We're not the
I think you're
area for it.
shoving the fish fry out.
We are. Oh, big old pierogi. But yeah, that thing slapped. It was beer battered. I could fucking like. It had that good crisp. It had that good
Yeah,
crust. Yeah, slap that thing with a fork. It was delicious. Can't wait. I have 20 days. 20 days. Less than 20 days. Fosnot Day's coming up.
it is
2 weeks.
indeed.
There's a couple places I know that'll start like putting them out early, but just because people want to have Fosnot more than one day in the world, so they'll start like
Yeah, like
making them the week or two
grocery
before.
stores definitely do it before.
Yeah,
I got
you
a
won't get
Fosnot
like
guy.
yeah, you won't. I mean, you won't get that every day, but like
No,
other like
that is 2 days.
yes,
On the weekend, Saturday, Sunday. That's all you get. See you later.
yeah, but the donut shops and stuff will start putting them out. Like you said, the
Sure.
bakeries.
Yeah.
I want to stop at the one. I want to stop at the one like country store to see if they do like Fosnots, but I'm excited. Giant actually does good Fosnots. The thing is, they're fresh because there's not really a way to like fake a Fosnot. Like, there's not many ways to like get a mass-produced Fosnot because they're just
Yeah.
not. It's not a thing, so you have to make them.
Yeah. I've had giant ones. They're okay.
I
They
mean, yes,
are
they're not in.
incomparable to the ones that I buy though.
Yes,
But
they are, but in terms of just readily available,
oh,
more than
absolutely. Yeah.
um.
I'm going to a fire company and walking in with cash and walking out with a bag of lard covered Fosnots.
Yes, I'm trying to like monitor the Facebooks and stuff to see what people post to see if like there's like a church or
You got to
something down
find
near
that
me.
like hole in the wall that's selling them.
Yeah, but it's getting to that time. And you know what it is? It's such a good time of the year because fish fries start up, fucking F1 starts up. So then I start like Friday nights become, ooh, let's look at the FP1, FP2. Okay, okay. Got
Yeah.
the sprint race in the morning. Got the fish on the fry.
Getting there. It's coming
The
up.
the temps getting warmer. Winter's as lame as this winter has been. hit it
I
right
didn't
for that
get like
spring.
any fucking snow.
I got like zero. It's not even been cold.
There was one day you weren't here for it. Saturday was
Hmm.
fucking cold.
Oh, it was cold up there too. It just wasn't here. I was just there.
It was like 5 here. It was cold. And I went out in it, and it was cold. You know, when you step out of your car and you get that like full breath in, and it's like, oh, I think my lungs are a little frozen. I shouldn't breathe that hard.
Yeah.
I
Um,
forgot about that whole thing for a while, and then it happened.
cold.
Yeah,
Do be like that. Uh, wait. Oh yeah, the one. There's a diner near us that also does donuts. That looks like they do pre-orders.
that might be a pretty good way.
They're like they're really good. It's like a really good diner. It's one of those
Yeah,
diners that like yeah, that's good. I'll get them from there. Um, but yeah, it was a good weekend. Good.
sounds like it. That's good.
We got like 20 bottles of wine, so that needs to get us through May. We can stock up for the wedding.
There you go.
But you get up to anything?
Not
Haven't
really, to be
really.
honest with you.
No,
Nothing noteworthy.
because you're not getting the Harry Potter. You're not getting the Harry Potter
I'm
game.
not. It's not for me. Like, I'm not a huge single player person, and that's all that game is single player. And it's something that I don't. I was never really that hard into Harry Potter.
To be honest with you, I'm not disappointed in the game, but I'm not like I feel like I'm watching it and there's nothing ever happening. Like they're just searching for
Yeah,
shit. It's just
yeah.
puzzles and searching for shit.
And that's fine if that's what you want. I just, like, it's not a
There's no
game for me. That's all there is
I-
to it.
like I've been lacking much story, just like random like quests and talking to people. I don't know.
And
It's
maybe I'm
just
not paying
Harry.
enough attention. I don't know. Maybe it's a great
I don't know.
game.
I just it doesn't.
I've been busy holding Eric's hand in Tarkov, trying to help him.
Well,
Man's like a baby deer.
he's played the game before. I don't understand why he's like
Not enough.
I
Also, he reminds me of her because I say go left and he doesn't listen. Ever.
no.
It's like,
I don't want to.
hey, Eric, go left. Continues dead straight. Hey, Eric, go left. Still walking kind of straight. Hey, Eric, there's a minefield you're about to run into. Oh, shit, I gotta turn.
Holy shit, Bruno!
Why didn't
There
you
was a
tell me?
mine. Um,
That man is so quick to do surgery in the middle of a gunfight. He was shooting at a scav, okay?
mhm.
Stepped like 10 feet away from the scav because his arm got blacked into a shed and started doing surgery. In that span of time. Like, bang, bang, take a couple steps, surgery. It's like, Eric, you know that scav's still there. You didn't kill him. And then you hear the bushes rustling of this scav walking closer. And he's like, oh shit, oh shit. But yeah, he was getting Tarkov'd. He was getting Tarkov pretty hard.
That's uh, I don't know. The issue is he doesn't have the patience for it. For
No,
when it starts, for when the Tarkovs get taken. When the
we'll see
Tarkov
how it
gets
goes.
taken, he
Yeah,
he gets a shaken. But you know, um, oh, what was I gonna? Yeah, I still want to play Warlander. Still been a good game. But how many hours am I up to now? 13 hours. So, for 2 weeks maybe at most. With the game, 13 hours isn't bad. It's no
Yeah, that's not
Factorio,
bad. That's
but
not Factorio. That's like a day and a half of Factorio.
at best. Sometimes you might just launch it up and just sit there for 12 hours the first day just to remember how
You
to
know?
play.
No, the first day's the hardest because it's you try to remember where everything was and what everything does.
I
Whenever
still,
we go back to Pyanodons, it's gonna be rough because that
yeah.
is gone from my mind right now.
Oh, Karns says Fosnot. Okay, sorry, I keep like looking at places that do Fosnots.
Now you got me curious about my place.
I respect Karns. They're more of that like, with potato flour. Um, damn, you can find your
What
place
is,
on Google Maps.
bro? It's going everywhere I don't want it to right now. Okay. Did I spell it wrong? No, I didn't. It's right there. Whatever. It's fine.
So when you get your Fosnots, what's your preferred like? So I know they have like plain.
Plain and eat them. That's all I do.
You
Nothing
don't
special. No
know like.
filled, no powder, none of it. Just
Okay,
eat
I
it.
do enjoy the cinnamon sugar.
I probably wouldn't mind that, though, to be honest with you. It's up here somewhere.
I
Where is
I
it?
don't. So I like powdered sugar, but when I like hail and eat to stuff, it always like flies to the back of my throat when I like start coughing.
Yeah.
But I enjoy a cinnamon sugar. Um, I need to figure out. Whoa whoa, big truck.
I didn't realize they had a tiller.
They
Interesting.
probably don't. They probably just use it.
I mean, it does say their name on it.
Oh yeah, I can have you Photoshop my name on that fire truck.
They have a tiller. It's right there.
Why do they have a tiller?
I don't know. I don't know what they need a tiller for. I guess if they're assisting Reading, that makes sense. They're pretty close.
I
Most
guess.
places don't have a tiller.
I don't know about that, Bruno.
All right. Well, like obviously, it's not close enough to Fosnot time for them. Apparently.
I don't. It it's not far away, but it's not. It's
It's close enough to be telling people that you're doing it.
it's close enough to be like, hey guys, think about it. Um. Oh, look at that table.
Yeah, like that's what I go to.
Yeah,
You walk in the side door, hand some cash over, and they give you a bag of Fosnots. That's the ticket.
it's good. I wish those types of things were more. Even like fish fries. Sometimes I have a hard time, not hard time finding them, but you wish they were
Yeah.
more common than they were. Maybe, maybe I don't know. Got sometimes. Well, it all depends on fire halls. There are always fire halls doing fundraisers, so I guess you just have to have a good one around you.
Yeah. I can't find shit about this, by the way. It's just gone. I don't know.
Yeah. Um. Oh fuck! It's 40 minutes. It's time for the mix. Number 10. I'm really conflicted on this one. This is gonna be the hardest one I've ever had to judge.
Really?
I don't know. I was so like torn on things. I like I listened to the whole thing 3 times. You know, I mean,
I listened to it once while I was tired. So maybe I'm delusional, but
no, I think I just it was one of those ones that like I just couldn't decide like I what was it? No, that's not the track list. What's a good track list? Oh wait, what did I? Oh, look at this website. Okay, so Big Booty Mix 10. Uh, before the podcast started, I had to ask Bruno, like, oh hey, what do you think the intro was? Because there's a time apparently this one apparently this one is like even says it like 29 seconds. It like splits up what is the first part, and it's hard to tell what the true intro is because I didn't I was like to Bruno like
yeah.
a couple booty mixes ago, like, hey, that beat dropped. That was the intro.
You have said that before, yes.
But then like this one, it didn't fully it dropped, but it didn't drop because it just dropped within the song, and I just was
Yep.
confused
You know, sometimes it be like that.
because without it, it was a pretty lame intro. Well, it was good, but like without if it was the whole thing, my rating would have been like 7.
Okay.
Without with before it, it would have been a 4. So like, cause it was just kind of like whatever.
I mean,
I
fair.
I I so whatever we say we were doing,
You've been saying short, so I think you got to stick with your short.
then it's a 4. It's a sad 4 that the beat dropped.
I got to give it
Um,
a 5 because I feel like it was fine.
it was just a little short.
With or without, it was fine.
It needed the back half, but they dropped it and they left the back half on the back half, but that had to be excluded, so it was a 4 for me.
I understand your logic. I just, you know, yeah.
I like the sound clips in this one. They're actually pretty well placed.
They
I kept
were some of the
driving.
better ones.
I was driving in areas where I couldn't keep like picking up my phone and well, like I did the first one, and then eventually I got the
Yeah,
second one the second time I listened to it. But after like 10 minutes, at 11 minutes, there was the second one. I'm like, I can't fucking keep picking up my phone and trying to type these out as I'm driving. So then I just like fell behind.
I got you. That's what I heard.
Um, yeah.
Don't know if you heard more.
In the morning, I'm making waffles.
And in the morning, I'm making waffles.
Um, has anyone seen Mock? Um, there were a couple that like baited me, but they were like the songs.
Okay.
But like I thought they were ones, but then like they like kept like they were repeated later in the song, and I'm like, oh, that's not a sound clip. Or was it
By
Taylor
the way,
Swift?
Swizzle's still here.
It's crazy. One of these days she's gonna drop off the face of the earth, and we'll never see her again.
I
So,
couldn't remember if it was in there or not. I just thought about it like, huh, was there Taylor in there? Sure enough, she's there.
so you gotta pick
So,
the next
so
one.
like sound clips, I think these are the best so far. I think I
Hmm.
got to give them a 6 and say they were pretty good. They were beneficial. I think that they were good.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's about
saying
what I.
great yet, but good.
No, and that I was gonna give them a 6 as well. Like they were well placed. They were loud. They definitely like they didn't just say um like the again the waffle one. I found that funny. I was like laughing
Yeah,
when it played,
absolutely.
and it was
How
well
could you
placed.
not laugh when you hear, and in the morning, I'm making waffles?
I think they finally learned how to put them in, and I hope it only
Yep.
continues from here.
I think I think the keys started turning in this mix, honestly.
I from the what I know is I think we're gonna maybe have ones we don't like, but I don't think we're gonna have a bad one from this point on.
That's what I mean. Like the door's not open yet, but that lock, it's moving.
Ah, song selection. I was torn on this one too. Um, uh, I was
I
torn
definitely
between
think it's better than last week.
yes, I was torn between a 6 and a 7. Like there were times where like towards the end, what did it throw in? Oh fuck, it was the band that has been memed on a lot. Fucking from oh goddamn, what band? I'm
Owl
blanking.
City?
No,
Like what you looking for
the
here?
Hey Now You're a Rockstar band.
Smash Mouth?
There was a couple
Smash
Smash
Mouth?
Mouths. Yes, because yeah, All Star was in it, and I
Okay.
love that's such a great. Um, there was some T Swizzle. Um, there was I can't I could list them all, but like there were a few songs that like pushed it up that like damn I need to rate this good, but there were some songs I really didn't like. I was either gonna give songs a 7 and flow a 6, or flow a 6 and songs a 7.
Was there at any point when you said, "Damn, why does this sound so good"?
No, I kind of just enjoyed
Okay,
it. Like,
because there was for me.
was it?
There was a Toy Story moment for me
Which one? Where?
when they mixed Spirit in the Sky with "This Is What You Came For" in like the early part of the mix. I was like, "God damn, why does this sound so good?"
Spirit of the Sky. Where was? I'm doing.
It was like, um,
Okay, so Spirit in the Sky with the Rihanna with that. What? Can I like? Can I just
it
play
was
that
like
part?
pretty damn early.
Yeah, it's like the sixth. It's the sixth group
Yeah,
down. Up.
I
You're in
I
10.
have it. I'm trying to look for like a time. It's like right
Yeah.
here. Cause like sometimes you get queue times in this. I'd have to find it.
No, yeah. Well, no.
It
So,
was one of those like, why is this hit so hard?
and I see what you're saying. Um, give me 6 for song selection. I guess it didn't win me over too much.
Okay, I'm going 7.
Are you?
I am. I think I would have gave it a 6, but that mix, that song, put it up. It was memorable. I realized it. I was like, yo, that hits too hard. They get another number for that.
Yes. So last one, but at least the flow.
The flow. Um, I gotta go back down to a 6. It was good. It was a little cutty still. There were. I want more flow between stuff. I think there were too many slap cuts of like one thing butting up to the next for my liking. But nothing made me angry.
See, I in this one I thought they were well placed, and like I thought they were like they sounded good when they did do the slap. I was giving it a 7. Again, I was torn between giving the one a 6 and one a 7, and like I didn't know which way was gonna fall, but
Yeah,
definitely the best out of them all.
it's
I'm
my
happy with
best
it.
by by like a half, I think.
Yeah.
740 by the way, if you want to listen to what I was talking about.
Yeah, I'll note that down, and I'll listen to it after. I'll get distracted too much if I try to listen to it now. Um, so it's 10 done. So that's roughly it's not half. Next week's half, but like that's the first. It's probably the first. That's probably the 10 we've barely, if ever, listened to.
You definitely putting this one on the list,
Oh yeah,
on
it's
the
going
on
on
the
my list.
mix.
Um, out of the first 10, which has been your favorite Big Booty mix?
10. Like I easily answered this last one 10. It was the most well refined, well balanced one in my opinion by far.
So
Like some of them got carried by one section, like having great songs or like they flowed well on that one or whatever. This one, all the pieces were there. And it's the first one that I can say all the pieces were there.
I'm even though I think all the parts make 10 better, I think 7. I would.
Seven's the second choice though, absolutely for me.
It
Yeah.
goes 7, 10. If I would put them on my like personal pedestal where I like wanting to
Yeah.
re-listen to, I think ten's a
Maybe
better big booty mix. I think
if I
bet
have a
ten's a better.
craving, I might listen to seven again and try and answer you again next week.
Yeah.
If I get
I
around to it, I'll let you know.
yeah. And that's this whole thing. Rating 'em. I'm not saying this isn't saying like just because I rated 10 better that I want to listen to it more. I'm just saying 10's a better big booty mix. If I like look at the parts that make a big
Yeah.
booty mix, I think 10 does them all better than 7. But I still like 7 because I think they had bangers of a song. They had a good enough flow, just a shitty intro and some ass songs.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely. Yeah.
and next
I
week
agree.
is gonna be a week, everyone.
Next
If you're
next
gonna,
week is gonna be a week.
we're either gonna be
I have
surprisingly.
some. I'm either gonna be right where I thought I was, or some hands are gonna be thrown, maybe at myself. I don't know.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a big reflection week. So I don't even have to listen to I don't even have to listen to a preview of it.
No, I don't either. It's in my head already.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? They did these first 10, and then they like said we need to step it up, and we know what they're like. They definitely like some between this last one we listened to and the next one. They like said, nah, we need to take it up a notch.
I think. I don't know for sure. It's been a while since I've listened to it.
Yeah.
I'll let you know. I
Also,
have a feeling I'm gonna listen to this one twice.
yes. Also, I can 100% say I knew. I love how I can tell when a big booty mix comes out because there's one or two the couple big songs they'll always incorporate like the big songs of the time,
Yeah, the hit song in the time period that you know.
and it wasn't like as I was listening to it, I was like, I know when this one came out, and it was my senior year of high school because there were a couple songs I remember listening to senior year of high school. I just looked on this website. It said posted Thursday, October 2016. So all the songs were from earlier in the year in 2016 when I graduated. I just knew without even knowing that this was what this year was.
Yeah. I definitely there were a lot of good songs in my music taste that came through that I was like, yeah, okay, we can do this.
Yep. So, ooh, so how do I finish this out? How do so um, remember the back room stuff, the
I
weird like
do.
yellow rooms.
Yeah.
So apparently the dude that kind of like made the whole, I don't want to say he made him famous. What made the backrooms famous was the Reddit or the 4chan post that like was like, "Oh, imagine you get caught in the room and you can't get out, blah blah blah." That like truly started. I don't stop stop having technology.
I don't know
Um,
what's causing it either. That's a weird part.
the 4chan post started the idea of the backrooms. However, the one YouTuber created the like YouTube series and like the
Yeah.
realistic like
Yeah.
idea that it could be like a story. Apparently, he got a movie deal.
Oh,
Yeah. So
interesting.
he so it's been a lot like the SPC where it's like a lot of open source writing and people can kind of do it with what they please.
Yeah.
Um but he like in his world he made the company that like called Async that like didn't create the backrooms but opened the doorway to them. Um so it looks like he's in the process of helping write a movie with that company because you can't copyright the backrooms as an idea, but technically he could probably copyright his like version of the story, like the company that like was doing stuff.
Sure.
So they're using that to make a movie of the Backrooms, which still leaves the like idea of it open source. Like you
Yeah.
can't copyright fantasy, but you could copyright like Critical Role, Vox Machina. You can
Sure.
copyright
You can copyright your
Alexandria.
flavor. Yeah.
Yeah. But apparently the reason all of his content is so down is because he's working on a movie, and dude's like 7 or like 18,
Young.
19.
Yeah.
He's like in college, and he like got this big ass movie deal and stuff.
I mean, good for him. That's cool.
No, it's great. Yeah, I think it's gonna be really good. Uh, I think he's not just good. He's a double threat. He's good at like the visual effects, but he's also like a good enough writer
Yeah.
that um uh it all works out. Chilled chaos game.
I feel like I saw people playing this game, a
We
game
must succeed
recently
the
that
back
was
room.
like
Yeah, so like
similar that
yes.
got created.
So that game so like obviously they've made a couple like video games based off it as well.
Yeah. I remember seeing something about it, so I wanted to try and find it.
Yep. No, it's like a
It seemed
I
interesting.
it's it's such a good not a topic. It's such a good like foundation for like a story to be told off of because it's very like blank slate.
Yeah.
Um
Like this game, obviously it starts with when people say the back room, obviously what you think of, which is the like yellowish beige walls just everywhere. But it continues that on into different levels and has other
so
things going on, which was interesting. At least to me.
so in and it's hard. Oh god. Um
Yeah, there's some creepy shit.
the dude that's the biggest is what I'm talking about is Kane Pixels.
Yeah,
He um he's not too big. He's personally not big on the floors or hasn't been, and I think he made statements where he's not into the levels.
sure.
Whereas whereas other people that have like expanded the story, um, the idea with there's like what's the YouTube
I
channel?
mean, how else would you do a game like this? I feel like you almost have to do something like that to make it sustainable.
Yes. There's another Backrooms. It's like it's animated, but it's not animated. Um, oh God, how can I? Is it this guy? No. How do you find stuff that you've watched?
Good luck. I mean, you can go through your history, but it's like not
Yeah.
easy.
Backrooms, what's it called? Backrooms Explained? Yeah. Yeah, it's this channel. It's like Kurzgastan style animation. Um, yep, you got it. Uh, this guy did a series on it, and it's all about like, oh, you're in the back rooms, and like this guy expands on the story of like, oh, you go
Sure.
into the different levels, and there's like the back rooms like common thing, which is the yellow walls and the carpet. But another level that's always like done stuff about is the pool rooms, which is just like pools on the back rooms. I
Interesting.
don't. It's not in this one, but like
Yeah, no,
imagine,
I'm just like skimming around, looking around.
yeah. He has multiple videos too. Like, uh, oh yeah, here it is. Like this guy, level 37, the pool rooms. Um,
By the way, YouTube made a change recently to how you can sort videos on a channel. They changed the button from a drop down to recently uploaded and popular. I enjoy it because on music channels you can now sort by popular without fucking with the URL. It's great.
Can't do newest and oldest though.
You can't. You're right. They removed some functionality but added some back. I don't know if you ever knew this. If you went to a music YouTube channel, like one that had the little note that was like
Mm-hmm.
designated as a music channel, there was no drop down for sorting by view count.
Bro, finding things they posted was the most asinine thing on their channel. Just trying to find a song. Their like channels are
Yep.
so fucked.
Yep. Now you can click popular though on those.
Okay, that's sweet.
Before you had to take like before the URL changed, and if you took that URL ending and put it on it, it would sort it then. But you had to go
Gotcha.
get that URL ending, and it was stupid. But now there's a popular button, which is nice. Sorry.
No. This video, like this guy's claiming level 37's the pool rooms. In the
Yeah.
Kane Pixels universe, he did do a snippet of the pool rooms in one of the videos, but like no one knows if he's actually adopting that or if it was just kind of like fan service, like heh pool rooms.
Yeah.
Um, but uh, in the video game, I'm guessing they follow through like this idea that you keep falling through a different level. Like the
That
one we
that's
think of
basically
is
what it
just like
was. Yeah.
um. Again, really interesting universe. I'm all I'm. It's so early in it, and it seems like it's gonna grow really big. I'm trying to like stay on the not the hype train, but like the the knowledge about it. Kind of like be the first wave of people that know about it.
Yeah. I mean, I think the whole idea of how like SCP is a thing, how there's a whole like Wikipedia on different creatures and shit, and like anyone can write and get it posted on that crowdsourced information thing. That's cool, you know,
It
to
is. I
see
just
people
like
come together like that.
I'm just so lost in the whole universe that I just can't get
Oh,
into it,
sure.
and that's why I'm trying to ride this before it gets to be something I can't understand.
And I understand that that's what you're saying, and yeah, I'm with you.
So it's because
It's
it's
so much
crazy,
easier
bro.
to follow it now than it is to catch up later.
Man, I just like there's too much internet. To keep up with it all.
There's a lot of internet out there.
And there's so
You
much
know,
interest.
like the
Yeah.
featured SCP is number 7,593 on this website.
Yeah.
That's a fuck ton.
Yes.
It's crazy.
And there's so much. Yeah, it's just so much cool shit that like I can't keep up with. Many YouTube channels out there that I'd love to watch that I just haven't been like algorithmed yet.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much shit on every corner that you look at. So,
I don't know. Have you been algorithmed a cool channel yet? Recently?
nope, not recently. Honestly, I could use some. Come on,
Yeah.
YouTube, give me that algorithm.
Do you get the? I'm getting his stuff right now. The real civil engineer.
Yep,
I don't. There's
I
some
get
channels
that.
I don't subscribe to because I get fed their
Yep,
algorithm so much I don't subscribe to them, and then I
yep,
stop and I forget about them forever.
yep,
And I get pissed off. I'm like, why am I watching this guy? I'm like, algorithm gods, please.
yep. Happens all the time. It happens more than I realize, actually.
Yes. But no, I
I
keep
was on
wanting it.
a City Skylines kick watching Biffa fix traffic for a while.
Oh my god. I watched like all of his shit, and then the algorithm's like, you've run out. No more Biffa.
Dude, I've done that recently too.
Ah, dude, I love him.
I was watching some dude machining hydraulic cylinders. I don't know why, but it's great to me for whatever reason. But then I ran out. Like, I caught up. It's a problem. I got a
Yeah,
craving for a Northern Line Isaac video the other day. Like, where do I go? How far back do I go?
Infinite.
I
Go
know,
back.
but like, there's an old NL back there that's not the same NL as this one. That mic change hits hard, let me tell you. I don't know if you've ever
Yeah.
gone back far enough.
Yeah, he sounds so different. It's just so not appeasing.
I watched him play Jackbox the other day, and it made me realize how much I miss the NLSS. I miss him playing with the boys.
This is what kids will do to a man. It'll ruin him.
I know.
Oh, Northern Line. I'm just I haven't looked at his channel in days. Oh, now he's playing darker and darker. Okay. Um.
Still Super Autopets, because for whatever reason, that's the new Isaac.
Okay. Chicken. Hedgehog. Hedgehog.
Bro, I was watching one earlier, and I don't even know what the fuck the animals are anymore.
No,
I
you
saw a
gotta get
fucking
the wiki.
starfish.
You gotta get the wiki up.
Um, but yeah, Jackbox, that is a great game with him and his crew. I don't know
Yes.
why. Usually I'm like on Jackbox. With them, I'm like all in. Let's go. I could watch this for hours.
Mm. Oh, it's jerky weekend.
Is it
Yeah.
making some?
Yeah. I don't. I'm gonna make. It's been forever since I've been made Bruno's original. It's been way too long. But I don't know the second flavor because I have two separately cut. I have two separate chunks of meat in my
Yeah.
pack. That's like 6 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, oh, 3 pounds of each sounds about good.
That does sound about good.
Um, Buffalo Ranch is always a good one, but then again, I'm thinking about like the Old Bay, and the Old Bay was good. What was
Got to make that call.
your honey barbecue? Or not honey barbecue? Was it honey barbecue?
I was calling it sweet honey barbecue. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just
If
barbecue with some honey. It was more
and
of a
this is
name than anything.
and this isn't an attack at your recipe.
No,
It was for the masses.
it was.
If your mango habanero was spicier, I would be making that in a heartbeat. I was just
That's real fucking easy, man. Just fucking don't wimp out on the mango sauce.
I guess. I
That's
also
all
don't
there
have it.
there is to it.
I don't have any of the stuff
Yeah,
for it,
just
but
just find yourself a restaurant store and buy the half gallon of Sweet Baby Ray's mango habanero.
yeah. I'm just saying everyone else liked the spicy level of it, and I'm just sitting there being like, I was sad. I was like, oh, I was expecting Bruno to bring the heat.
I if it's for me, I do bring the heat.
And that's
This guy right here, the little half gallon boy. Look at that chunky mangoey habanero-y goodness in there. My bottle's down here by the like under the S.
damn.
Yeah.
I actually think I need some ranch powder.
I made a squeeze bottle of this and put it on shit.
It would be good.
It's potent though.
I'm sure.
Like it means business.
I actually think I need to run to the store and grab. It reminds me that I think I need to go grab some stuff for
Yeah.
Friday.
I did not pay $30 for this. I paid like $10 for this, I think.
Yes. I don't think I wouldn't have expected you to pay that much for it. The restaurant store where Bruno can get a big old tub chili or like tins of stuff for his chili. Or do
It's
you not buy it?
okay. Like I I've thought about it many times. I don't go here for that stuff though because it's too big.
Oh, okay, I assumed you went here and got like a can of beans. Not like a can of beans, but like
No, that's the problem. I don't get variety of beans then.
uh
Because they're literally 1 gallon. And they're more than a gallon of beans.
yeah.
And that's like, okay, great. I might need one of those. And then they cut you a deal if you buy 6 of them. And it's like, God damn it, that's so many beans.
What the fuck? Beans.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Mhm. I need to whip out the phone. I need to go through the cabinet, make sure I have enough. I know I have pain is good. I know I have the lemon pepper. I
I'm
know I have
pissed
the
about my
garlic.
gochujang sauce.
Yeah. So, yep, jerky weekend. It's been a while since I've had a stock of jerky. I don't think I've made it since the trip, to be honest with you. I just kind of got busy.
I haven't either. Well, wait. Yeah, I
You made it
have.
for holidays.
Yeah, I did. I bought one of these when I was there a while ago.
Is it worth it?
So I needed something to be able to dump sauerkraut into so that I can mix it and put it into bags.
Mm-hmm.
So I had bought like a big. God, it's like 30 inches by 18. 30 by 18 by like 8. Like a nice big deep smooth bottom bin.
Do you have a food like vacuum sealer?
Yes.
Do you
I've
like it? Do you not like it? Would you
Okay,
recommend it?
so before the one I have now, I've had like 3 of them.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
And I blow out the pump on them. The one I have now, I have not blown the pump out of, and it has worked great for me. I have a Food Saver Big Game Edition. I was tired of blowing out the pump, man. I went through 3 of them. What do you want me
Now,
to
is this meant
do?
for food, or are you supposed to be able to suck out the air of a deer carcass?
It has a 12-volt plug to take it in your truck to where you take down a deer.
Okay. I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
No, you shouldn't. You should have known.
Yes. I'm sure you
Apparently,
would like.
though, like the difference is that it's meant to be able to handle repetitive seals. Like instead of normal people do like one and then be like, "Oh yeah, we're done." This one's like, "Hey, I got 50 pounds of meat to seal." I don't know, but that's what I have.
Yeah, I'm sure. I should have guessed you should be able to. Yours is like strong enough to suck the air out of a tire.
Yep, you got it. But I
Have you ever
use it
thought of?
to for meats. I use it for sous vide.
Have you ever thought of marinating your? Have you ever thought of putting your jerky in a bag with your marinade and then like vacuum sealing it?
Okay, so in one of those 3 vacuum sealers that died, it came with a um it almost looked like a Tupperware container,
Mm-hmm.
but it had a port and it was 2 pieces that you put meat in it with marinade and then you vacuum it and it sucks all air, like a lot of the air, to try and make a vacuum in the container. And that was supposed to be like speed marinating, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I've never thought about doing beef jerky like that because when I don't mix beef jerky well enough in the bag while it's marinating, I find pieces that like get smashed against each other and don't get marinated.
Yes, I know what you mean, and that's
So I've never
well,
thought about it.
I know what you mean, but that's where I thought of
And
like
I don't know if that's the solution maybe. I don't know.
it's because that's like the whole like removing everything. It like makes everything suck.
The the problem to me though, to continue on here, vacuum sealers like to suck water out of things.
True.
So you don't really necessarily vacuum as much as you just get the air out and then have to seal it. So you're not really sucking the air out of it as much as you would like if you were just sealing steaks in a bag. You more
Fair.
have to stop it before you suck a gallon of marinade out of your bag.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that it's the solution you think it is. If you got a big container and hooked a hose up to it and sucked the air out of the container, that might be the solution that you're thinking of.
Probably. So you know, vacuum sealant marinade.
Like this thing. Like this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying if you bought this container that's supposed to go with the food saver or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, you know, you put all your shit in there and it tries to pull a vacuum instead of trying to suck the liquid out.
Yep. No, that's fair. Yeah, I just thought about it and I'm like, damn, that might be a good idea.
I think it's like the pressure cooking of marinade, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, let's speed this up a little bit kind of deal.
I'm just trying to become the best jerky. I'm just trying to make sure we're ready for our book.
Holy shit, what is that?
Oh, wait a minute, what?
It's a tumble marinator.
Oh, wait a minute, what?
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Tenderizes, marinates.
Vacuum marination tumbler.
I think that's, wait, that might be,
I think we found the answer to the question, Nick.
that takes all of our issues and puts them, wait a minute. How many pounds of meat can it hold?
It doesn't look like much.
But only 15 minutes. You could blast through, like, you know. Put that on a list, Bruno. And then when you buy it, let me know. Because
Interesting.
you're gonna start with this one, and then you're gonna be like, oh well, this didn't work. I needed something bigger, so I got a rock tumbler.
Oh,
Sorry,
there it is.
never mind. That thing
What
is
in the
massive.
world is this?
$2,000. What is
This is
that?
this is too far up. This
Now,
is
now, hear me out. We could
yeah.
build this.
Oh, absolutely.
This is something where you're like,
That's just a pot with a
yes,
piece of rubber on the top and a lid.
yes,
That's all this
and
is.
some
And a
motors
vacuum
that
pump.
turn.
Yeah. This is like 20 minutes with a welder.
I don't know how we make things roll, but I'm sure we could
Hmm.
figure out rolling. You know what? We just make it drill powered. To be honest with you, just like zip tie a drill down and it goes. "Vrrr." Stop it! Stop it!
This is just a rock tumbler.
Well, we
But what's
steal a motor
stopping
from
that
that.
from being the right thing?
Nothing. You just need to put a pot on. You just need to find an appropriate sized pot. Also, that's really small.
It's 15-pound capacity.
So we need a big pot. We need some rolly wheels, and we need a vacuum pump
And a motor.
and a motor. Brennan, we could be vacuum rolling our tenderizing meat.
Hmm.
We make the design, we make it affordable, and then we write the jerky book, and this is that'll be our whole shtick. And it dehydrates. We'll figure out how to make it dehydrate, so it's rolling, dehydrating, and tenderizing. We'll make it an all-in-one.
Hmm.
So like the marinade is continuously rolling and dehydrating on the meat. Probably end up with a jerky ball, but who would be? Would you be upset with a big old ball of jerky?
I have a feeling I might
Probably.
because
Well,
it sounds like not good.
no, but whatever. Keep that in your mind. Keep that one in your put that one in the back pocket. I might be looking up
Interesting.
I might be looking up some YouTube videos on that one after this podcast.
Here, I'll leave you a link in the chat here.
We got
Big
anything else?
ass tumbler. I don't got anything, no.
You don't got anything else after that one?
No, not after the fucking giant meat tumbler.
That's good. Okay, that's all we have for this week's episode of Thursdays, All the Best Days podcast. Thanks for listening, and goodbye.
See you later.